I don't know. I think so. Football players always look over a track and go, yeah, I could have done that if I didn't do football. Because I know this sport like I do, I know that it's people who are really good at something make you feel as though I can do that. Across the board, you watch Michael Schumacher drive, you watch Usain Bolt run, you watch Ian Thorpe swim, you go, you can totally do that. Look how easy he makes it look, he or she makes it look. So I understand that that is almost a backwards compliment, but they lose some talent, certainly. But it's also a country of 300 million people. And last I checked, they're doing okay. They have Tyson Gay and all the medalists and superstars that they have. I think everybody is kind of over-exaggerating the demise of the United States because they don't have the world's fastest man, and more often than not, they have had that in the past. The world's fastest human, male and female, have come to the United States. Well, that's not the case right now. It's Jamaica's time right now. So.
You go the other way, wouldn't it? I know that guys who have been very successful, sprinters, hurdlers, jumpers, would go to football, like particularly you go back 20, 30 years, Thomas Smiths, Johnny Carlos's, who had to go to football to make a dollar. So I think they could much more easily adapt to gridiron.
Jim Hines.
Gridiron players come out of gridiron and start to run sub 10, sub 9, 9.
Yeah, and track and field now, the money has changed. The money has changed. About 4 or 5 years ago, if you were collegiate champion in the United States in a major event, 100, 200, hurdles, something like that, you could come out and get anywhere from $300,000 to $600,000 a year just in your base salary. That was unprecedented money for a track athlete. That just did not happen before. Now what's happening is fewer people are getting paid, but the money's still big. Allison Felix just did a deal last month that's reportedly between $1 million and $1.5 million with Nike. She was with Adidas before, so the money is there. There's a young kid, I don't know how many of you really follow track and field. There's a young kid from Trinidad that he was 17 years old in the 400-meter hurdle final last year. He ran 48.2 or something ridiculous like that. And he's 18, and he is getting ready to sign for maybe about 7 figures. Because Nike looks at him and they go, wait a minute, 18 years old, 4th place last year at Worlds, he's all upside. So the money is there. It's not like before, where like he's talking about, where a track athlete had to go find something else to do. And the last figure that I heard is that there's getting ready to be an offer made for Usain Bolt that is going to put him on Tiger Woods level. So the money is there if you are a star in the sport. It's just not so much for the lesser mortals.
Excuse me, I just got to remember, another one she right there, the 23 kids.
Oh. All right, well, I mean, assuming we have more questions in here. I'm coming.
Can you talk about washing windows?
Yeah, really. Yeah, really, yes.
I just want to ask a question about the schools over there. How much do they put into the sport? Because there's not a lot of, well, my son's just finished his year 12, so there hasn't been in the school as far as getting stuff for the kids.
Yeah.
And it just, unless you go to a private school, there's not anything, so.
When you say school, you're talking about the high school level?
At primary school, because just as a parent and not, I look back now and think I would have had more education, and if the schools were probably, well, I see it that it should be more responsibility on the schools to help parents educate, kids about the sports and stuff, because if you don't put your kids into a sport when they're young, and you do it off your own back, so if you're not educated to do that, then it's not going to happen. So you really have to go and join a club.
Yeah.
And we're like now, we've got all our kids, we've got a lot of kids that go to one club or kids just go and play. But I just don't think that the schools and education education department has a very big thing in, you know, they talk about the obesity problem and sports and stuff,
Yeah.
but in terms of actually putting into the schools programs to encourage, you know, from prep and that, to encourage the parents to take their kids along and, you know.
That's something that's almost global. The big